Emma Myers just said the words fans have been waiting on for over a year. After endless rumors, edits, and theories about her and Jenna Ortega, she finally broke her silence. But the way she did it wasn't what anyone expected. Instead of calming the storm, her statement lit a fire under the entire fandom. And what happened next exposed something darker about modern fan culture that no one was ready for. If you're enjoying content like this, please help me reach my goal of 1,000 subscribers so I can keep bringing you the biggest stories in entertainment.
The obsession with Emma Myers and Jenna Ortega didn't appear out of thin air. It all started with Netflix's Wednesday, a series that skyrocketed into one of the most watched shows in streaming history. Fans fell in love not just with Wednesday Addams, but with her quirky, colorful roommate Enid, played by Emma. The on-screen chemistry was undeniable, and almost immediately, viewers started imagining what it would look like if that connection went beyond the script. What began as playful shipping quickly spiraled into something much bigger. Entire TikTok accounts dedicated themselves to the pairing. Twitter threads ran like investigative reports, slowing down every red carpet interaction, every giggle in an interview, and every accidental glance. Even something as small as Emma liking Jenna's photo on Instagram became front-page proof in the fandom's eyes. And that's when the movement known as Windlair exploded. The hashtag passed 2 billion views on TikTok alone. What was supposed to be light-hearted fan fun started morphing into a full-blown conspiracy that Emma and Jenna were secretly dating behind the scenes. But fans weren't just shipping characters anymore. They were rewriting Emma and Jenna's real lives.
At first, Emma and Jenna didn't seem to mind the speculation. Their early interviews together felt effortless, laughing, teasing, finishing each other's sentences. They posed on red carpets like close friends, completely unbothered by the noise online. But as the Windlair movement kept growing, their natural chemistry started working against them. Every glance, every hug, every shared laugh became evidence of a secret romance. TikTok editors slowed down clips frame by frame, convinced they were catching hidden signals. Fan accounts started piecing together entire timelines of clues, treating the actresses like characters in a Miss Dirty novel. And as the pressure mounted, their behavior began to shift. Suddenly, interviews felt more guarded. They weren't as touchy or playful. Their once spontaneous dynamic looked calculated, like they were second-guessing every move. Was this gesture too much? Would this photo be turned into the next viral proof? When Emma and Jenna avoided addressing the rumors, fans didn't take that as a no. Instead, silence became its own form of confirmation. The longer they stayed quiet, the more people believed there was something to hide. And that silence eventually pushed Emma into a moment she couldn't avoid any longer.
After more than a year of dodging questions and letting rumors spiral, Emma Myers finally sat down for an interview with Elle magazine. And this time, she didn't dance around the subject. Looking straight at the camera, she said it clearly. Jenna and I are not dating. We're really close friends, and that's it. For the first time, Emma laid out just how exhausting the speculation had become. She admitted that fans screenshot every story, dissect their body language, and even create full PowerPoint presentations proving they're secretly together. In her own words, that's not support, that's invasive. But here's where things took a turn. Instead of closing the book on the rumors, her honesty made the theories explode even more. Fans weren't satisfied with her words. They zoomed in on her expressions, claimed her voice sounded shaky, and even insisted her body language revealed she was hiding something. Even Jenna Ortega's Instagram story, where she wrote, "Emma spoke the truth, our friendship means everything to me," didn't calm the storm. If anything, it fueled the conspiracy. To many fans, the denial itself was just another layer of proof. Because in the eyes of the Windlair fandom, "We're just friends" sounded less like the end of the story and more like the beginning of a cover-up. The moment Emma's interview dropped, social media went into chaos. Within hours, hashtags like "Windlair is real" were trending worldwide. But the reaction wasn't relief, it was denial. Fans flat out refused to believe Emma's words. Some claimed she was forced by her management team to deny the relationship. Others said the interview was pure PR spin, designed to throw people off the truth. Viral TikToks broke down her tone of voice, her eye movements, even the way she crossed her arms, insisting these were tells that she was lying under pressure. Then came the conspiracy content. Fan accounts started circulating alleged leaks, fabricated screenshots of text conversations, manipulated photos, and fake insider tips claiming Emma and Jenna were secretly together. None of it was real, but it didn't matter. The fan base ate it up like gospel. Even more unsettling were the betrayal comments. Fans posting things like, "Why did she lead us on for so long?" or "She owes us the truth." In their minds, Emma wasn't just an actress anymore. She was part of their fantasy, and when she broke that illusion, they turned on her. But this meltdown revealed something deeper, that the Windlair fandom wasn't just about shipping anymore. It was about control.
At the core of all this chaos is one word: parasocial. That's when fans build a one-sided relationship with celebrities, feeling like they know them, understand them, or even have a claim to their personal lives. And in Emma and Jenna's case, that bond went too far. Instead of treating them as two young actresses navigating Hollywood, fans cast them as characters in a love story they didn't write. Every smile became a hidden message. Every pause in an interview became a clue. Emma and Jenna weren't being seen as people anymore. They were being treated like puzzle pieces in a fantasy the internet wanted to be real. Experts like Dr. Sarah Chen call this a form of collective harassment. When millions of people constantly analyze, speculate, and sexualize a friendship, it creates psychological pressure that's impossible to ignore. For Emma and Jenna, it meant they couldn't even hug on a red carpet without wondering how it would be twisted online. And that pressure didn't just stay online, it started reshaping their real lives in ways fans never imagined.
Emma's confession wasn't just about setting the record straight, it was about survival. She admitted that the constant speculation had even damaged her ability to date. Every time she showed interest in someone new, fans bombarded them with questions. Why aren't you with Jenna instead? For Emma, every potential relationship came with baggage she didn't sign up for. And it wasn't only her personal life. The rumors began reshaping her friendship with Jenna. What once felt natural between them suddenly became a performance. If they hugged, fans screamed confirmation. If they didn't, fans whispered about a breakup. Their real connection was being policed by an audience of millions. Even Hollywood insiders have noticed. Casting directors now admit they factor in shipping risk when putting young actors together. Will this pairing fuel obsessive fan fantasies? Could it lead to toxic speculation that spirals out of control? In other words, fan obsession isn't just reshaping lives, it's reshaping careers. And while the backlash was brutal, something unexpected began rising from the chaos, a counter-movement Emma never saw coming. For all the conspiracy theories and angry backlash, not every fan turned against Emma. In fact, a new wave of supporters emerged almost immediately. The hashtag #RespectEmma started trending, filled with fans urging others to stop crossing boundaries and to let Emma and Jenna just be themselves. This counter-movement wasn't just about defending Emma. It sparked a bigger conversation across Hollywood. Other young actresses began speaking up, revealing they'd faced the same invasive shipping culture. Suddenly, Emma's story wasn't an isolated case. It was a wake-up call. The shift didn't go unnoticed. For the first time, mainstream outlets started reporting on the toxic side of shipping culture, framing it not as harmless fan fun, but as a genuine threat to young stars' mental health. In a way, Emma's painful confession lit the spark for something positive, a call for fans to start respecting boundaries. But the question remains, was Emma's bravery enough to change fan culture?
Or will her honesty just fuel the very obsession she tried to end?
Emma Myers wanted to put the rumors to rest once and for all. She said it as clearly as she could. She and Jenna Ortega are not dating. But instead of ending the conversation, her words only deepened the obsession. To some fans, "we're just friends" sounded like the truth. To others, it was just more proof of a secret relationship. Her honesty revealed something far bigger than a simple rumor. It exposed how shipping culture can blur the line between support and harassment, turning real friendships into staged performances and personal lives into fan content. Emma's courage to speak out was undeniable. The real question is, will fans respect her boundaries, or will the fantasy prove too powerful to let go? If you're enjoying deep dives like this, please help me reach my goal of 1,000 subscribers so I can keep uncovering the stories shaping today's celebrity culture.